Yeah, alright. I think we can go.
Yeah, just sip my absolute boat of tea.
And I'll sip my warm orange juice. Hiya, folks. Welcome to the show. I'm Jake, and this is...
Well, I'm the next day delivery of kitchen roll that you got because you forgot to pick some up at the shop. No, wait, I don't like how they you don't have to be like, this is, just be like, I'm Jake.
Okay.
I'll do mine, but
I need to think we need to think of these beforehand now.
I thought of it in the shower.
Hiya, folks. Welcome to the show. I'm Jake, and I am the newly vacuumed carpet. I'm not good at this.
You don't have to introduce your name as well.
I don't know.
The idea of it is that, hi folks, welcome to the show.
I'm Jake, this is Vic,
carpet.
and today we are going to be watching The Owl House Season 2, Episode 16, Hollow Mind.
Why have you done this?
Where we last left off,
Just started the video, are we?
Yes, some massive things went down.
Oh, that's me. I'm not going to say that one.
Yeah, please don't. Some absolutely huge things went down with the reveal that Rain hasn't been mind-controlled at all and is instead completely playing Terror.
I knew the whole time.
Oh well, alright. Good for you.
I knew the whole time. You were like, oh no, Rain! And I was like, this is too easy.
I'm autistic, I'm not that perceptive.
Okay. I'm autistic, but I'm different. We're different autistics. I've got the perception, you've got... What do you have?
Owl House.
Owl House. Just to put us back on track every time, we're just like, Owl House.
Yeah, that's what we're doing today.
That's what we're doing.
We're doing the Owl House.
That's why I'm here this time.
Okay, so, Hollow Mind. What do we think that title could possibly refer to?
Are you joking? That's just me when I'm not doing anything.
Well, yes, but in terms of the show...
I'm a mana
Hollow
going to my
Mind.
nothing box.
Obviously... I think we're going to go into someone's mind again. We're probably going to use the same spells that we used in Understanding Willow.
Like that.
Yeah.
Some zombies start coming and eating brains.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But the thing is, like, Hollow Mind.
Hello. I can't think of anything but jokes.
I think, well, what if we're talking about, like, repressed memories? Maybe,
Oh
maybe,
God, you're
maybe
getting
it's
deep, and I'm just like, imagine if some zombies came in and started eating brains. But like, they already had flashbacks in the last episode, so I doubt they'll have a lot of more flashbacks.
Well, this wouldn't be a flashback. This would be literally reliving the memories.
But that's the same kind of thing, though.
It's not really, though.
It's all.
No, because if they do it the same way that they did Understanding Willow, going into
like physically going into
Yes.
the memories, maybe. But then they've already done that as well.
Well, yes, but it's like it's revisiting concepts. It's continuity.
I see. Maybe they will.
Because they can tackle it in different ways.
Yeah.
With a different story.
Obviously.
Or it could be, I mean, another possibility, could be a Hunter episode.
You saying he's got nothing in his brain?
Oh, yes. Because, you know, all that propaganda, there's no room for anything else.
And that's the tea.
Alright, yeah, I can't really think of anything else.
No, I can't either.
No. This is episode 16, meaning after this, there are 8 episodes left of the entire show.
Running out!
I know we are. That's why we're only doing 2 today, because they originally thought that like we were going to do 3.
I was like, we could do 3, and then I was like, no, but we'll run out of episodes.
Oh God,
It's the most British thing ever when you're about to do something, isn't it? Yeah, right.
This might
Slap thighs.
This might be the longest intro we've ever had. Well, no, I don't
It's
think...
not the longest intro we've ever had.
I don't think we're ever going to beat The Intruder, where I left to make some popcorn and then you gave your
Isn't it
entire
funny,
life story.
The episode called The Intruder, that you left the room. It's ironic, isn't it?
I mean, the thing is, we always do those kind of things. Like, do you remember during Once Upon a Swap, where we literally switched places just for the episode, and only one person in the comments noticed?
Yeah, and then during Grom, where we dressed up.
Well, everyone noticed that. It was hard to miss.
I looked so good that day. I keep looking back at the little photo. I'm like, oh my god, I look so good that day. Can I point out to our viewers that my feet aren't touching the floor right now? We're sat on the sofa in the living room. My feet are not touching the floor.
If you want to see the full uncut reaction, which I don't know why you would,
You
to
really
this
do-
episode,
you do
as well
see
as
this.
all the ones we've done in the past, and all the 7 we'll do in the future, you can do so over on my Patreon.
I love
Okay, after 14 minutes, should we finally start this episode?
Let's go for it.
And here we have it. The Owl House. What was that? And here we have it. And here we
have it. You sound like a guy on the
And here we go.
bargain hunt.
And here we go. The Owl House, Season 2, Episode 16, Hollow Mind. Let's just make sure that... In 3, 2, 1. It could be a Hootie episode. You just reminded me of that fact. Well, that
You've not
idea.
Press the button. There we go.
Yeah, okay.
The fact of Hootie.
Oh, Leo.
Holio. Oh, hello.
You got us trapped in the Emperor's mind.
Okay.
So it is somebody's mind that they're trapped in.
I decided to take the villains out myself.
Rain.
Oh, wait! I remember now! Peeta took me
Is the Emperor's New Groove.
Wait.
10-4, Demon King. Zora here with Echo Delta Alpha. What's your 20? Over.
Hable más lento, por favor.
Aw, you remembered your
Oh.
Oh.
She's
I read
too
you
sweet.
loud and clear.
I've decided to finally join a coven.
Oh my god.
He also says that the Titan punishes those who aid wild witches. I can't have you here.
This is dystopian.
And I bet dollars to donuts that he can't speak to the Titan.
Do you think she's right?
Don't let the Titan hear you say that. Bella says you can read minds.
What even isn't there about?
Oh,
I'll be
it's
fine.
fascism.
You're the one who needs to be careful.
But people should know who Bellows really is.
And who is he, really? Bellows has been emperor for 50 years.
50 years, so what was Witterbane doing in that time?
A lot of things. Fascism. That's what he's been doing.
You just gotta find something big to change their minds.
Oh no. Oh no. You know what's happening here.
A wanted
See
poster
what's
moment.
happening here. Wanted poster moment.
Ooh. Let's harmonize. 3, 2, 1, go. Wanted poster moment.
What's that?
Wait, this person was using glyphs, weren't they?
Mmm.
Well, now that I'm in his mind, I can learn the truth for myself. Weird though.
And so can Hunter.
Everyone knew too much and got themselves hurt. That's why Bellows took in the survivors and dedicated his life to making the coven system. It's why he's so
He's the
unliked.
big hero. Wowee. He saved you from all those awful people.
But do you
Who were
remember
just
what
living their
happens with the
lives.
memories? Do you remember what happens if they interact with those memories?
Oh yeah.
They don't.
Oh.
He's cursed like Ida.
Oh, I see. Oi,
Except this time he brought it onto himself.
He's not who you think he is. Well, his inner self had 1,000 glowing eyeballs.
Oh no! Eyeballs!
Just don't lose the walkie-talkie. It's our only connection to you.
Oh
You got
no.
it, lady.
Chekhov's gun.
Which means they're gonna lose it.
Nearly as scary as your inner self.
Kid Bellows, I think you mean Philip Witterbane.
Bellows has never done anything worthy of feeling guilt. It's obviously his.
Oh yeah.
sense of.
Maybe you can show us who Bellows really is.
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
Oh.
Time to break through that propaganda.
That's sacrilege!
It's a way to survive.
Oh, I thought it was here.
Grab all the textbooks you can find. This is gonna be tough without.
I'm predicting this is going to be some sort of Salem witch trials thing
Oh.
in the human realm. He's going to be some sort of witch finder.
Yeah.
Or like a kid
Well,
watching
no,
the witch.
do you remember the whole two brothers getting lured into the Boiling Isles by that witch?
Yeah.
The thing, oh, what?
Oh, it might be Ray. To him.
My own family has been hurt by the darkness of wild magic. I've been shown a healing light. It shines in 9 hues.
Yeah, special effects. It's all technology.
See? The wild witches! They have found me! Run! What about the rest of these? Put on a bigger show.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably a special technique to get people to listen to his message. It's for the greater good. I can make your magic pure again, as the Titan intended.
So they were just randomly assigned.
Yep.
They're still alive. Then we still have some work to do. Gather the palisman.
Oh.
The original Golden Guard absolutely turned on him.
Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's remembering things wrong. Who knows how mind skips work?
Oh no.
I thought you did.
Well, maybe I'm an idiot.
It's the start of the redemption arc.
To you who stray so far from home, to me who's trapped beneath these clothes. Play forever, me and you, when you paint the land of nightmare.
Collector.
We'll have your fun on the day of unity.
Oh.
Some of the Titan blood did spill, but if you let me explain that. Leave. Now. I say the Titan has big plans for you, and he does what he's told, unlike the previous attempts.
I'm starting to think you make those things just to destroy them. You have fun with it. Admit it!
Oh.
Collector.
Sounds like he wants to wipe out all life in the demon realm. And the sigils help him do that. Hunter, listen. You don't need to return to the castle. You can stay at the Owl House if you want. I'm sure Ethan would be cool with it.
Oh, he's not gonna be.
We still have a lot.
She has to learn what happens when you break somebody's vision of something like that.
Hey, stop that!
Ah, season 2's body horror. How I've missed thee. Oh.
All these weepy palisman souls. Their voices constantly nagging me. Vile. But without them, I wouldn't be able to do this. It wasn't wild magic, was it? What a shame. Out of all the Grimwalkers, you look the most like him. What?
No, 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 no.
Oh my god.
So all this time, people have been mindlessly helping a witch hunter? How could they be tricked so easily?
I wouldn't be so judgmental if I were you.
This pretty little world should be free.
I just need to live long enough to see this through.
Oh, no, you're fellows! You're just fellows!
Please, do me a kindness and call me by my real name.
I can't.
Bounce, turn, and back! I don't have
This is an emotional roller coaster in a season of emotional
Why
roller
isn't
coasters.
you wearing glasses?
I'll handle this.
Safety first. It's gotta be rain.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
gotta be rain.
I told you once before. Lazora. Perhaps you and me were destined to meet.
And what about Hunter? What's a Grimwalker?
He's a better version of an old friend.
You're evil.
Can't reason with crazy.
Ooh. Oh my god, how did he do that?
The glyphs! He's using the glyphs! Well, now he can't go back.
Oh.
He knows we were in there. I can't go back. Kid, breathe.
What the heck happened in there?
Oh my god. Well, this is what happens. She doesn't understand that this is what happens. Oh. Oh my god. You sound like Hootie.
Oh
God.
my god, how freaking... How wowzers.
Yeah. Cliffhanger.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Jeez Louise. Wow. That was a lot to take in. It was like that was fast from the very beginning. Beginning.
I was right. I knew they'd be going into someone else's mind that was using the same magic from Understanding Willow.
Yeah, but you never said Bellos.
I know. 'Cause I oh my god, I'm so god.
It was okay. It was clever that like they were following the kid the whole time, and in the end it was like this is the real enemy disguised as a child.
Yeah.
Clever.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's
That was really good.
Jesus. Oh, let's start with Hunter. What the? No.
Hello.
Let's just start off with Hunter.
Shall we? Hunter's
Grim
reality
Walker.
is just broken.
And there's
He's just learned what he is.
honestly, both Luz and Hunter's like voice performances in this episode probably the best ever.
Yeah.
Just like the torment and pain in their voices was so good. And
I love the torment and pain in people's voices.
it's so good. But,
I, Jake, love torment and pain.
but
That really puts the Glad in Gladiator.
no, but he's a Grim Walker. He's essentially like
A clone.
a clone of a corpse. I think that's what we're getting from.
a clone of somebody.
But
That's why
he's-
he's a bag hunter.
But there's
isn't it?
been multiple, and there's this idea of every single time Bellos has created one that's meant to be like the old Golden Guard, except this one won't betray him because as we predicted,
every
obviously.
single time they've betrayed him.
Yeah,
So he's had to make new ones.
yeah. But then he has to kill them and make a new one.
Yeah. He tried to kill him this time, it didn't
Well,
work.
yeah,
It's gonna be the one.
because he knows wild magic,
Yeah.
something the others didn't.
Exactly.
Because Luce is like the main factor in why this is going to turn out different.
Yeah. Definitely.
Uses some of that human ingenuity.
Well, no, it's not necessarily the human ingenuity. I think it's the fact that she's not been there that whole time, being brainwashed by the whole thing that everybody else has been under.
Yeah.
So she sees it completely differently to everybody else. So that's why when she was... But this is the thing, she doesn't... Because she's very like
Tunnel vision.
tunnel vision, she doesn't realise that just telling people is not going to work.
And
She
she
doesn't
also
realise that this is their reality, and breaking their reality is going to have the effect that it had on Hunter. She thinks it's just going to be like, hey, Bellos is really bad, and people are going to be like, really? Oh my god, we should stop supporting him,
Yeah.
you know?
Here's... Well, even though that is kind of what happened in the season 1 finale.
Well,
That is kind of what happened, because like they did, in order for them to let Ida go, Willow and Goops, Willow and Gus.
Willow and Goops.
She keeps calling me Goops. It's already
Goops.
spreading. No, Willow and Gus started an uprising basically, but then Bella quickly quelled it by saying something like, "The Titan has
Exactly.
told me," but like we see that.
The whole thing about like the Titan speaks to me is the thing that like people believe because they've
Well,
been
the thing is-
hearing it for so long.
I can't believe it took me this long to. It's the whole thing. It's a metaphor for like
Fascism.
fascism, but
Propaganda.
also evangelicals,
Oh, evangelicals.
whatever you call them. I don't know,
No, yeah,
Ev-
evangelicals and
because the whole thing
Dare I say
it's
the
about
American
it's
dream.
about using this idea of a higher being that he can't like basically manipulating people
yeah.
to be in fear of this higher
I
being
think-
that they can't see, they can't hear, only he's able to talk to,
Yeah.
and using that to keep them in line.
I think it's
Because the whole idea at the beginning of the episode we saw, when Lou started saying, like, he's evil, they considered it.
I think it's a classic representation of people who use religion to manipulate other people.
Oh, yeah. Well, especially the whole thing of, like, the revelation that he was a witch hunter.
Yeah.
And that's why he's doing all this, because he wants... It's not a case of... It's not blending the boiling isles and the human world together, it's a case of just...
Destroying the body.
Yeah.
Destroying the demon realm.
Well, yeah, extinction.
Because he's been in there for so long. When he was in the human realm, it was witch finders, and witch hunters, and like the Salem witch trials. And now it's nowadays. He's been away for so long that he's still in that era.
Yeah.
But he's just been. Well, it's 50 years in there. So how long? It's not been 50 years since the Salem witch
Things-
trials and all the stuff he's.
But we've also got to think, though, that's before electricity and everything.
Yeah, it is. Well done.
So, yeah, no. But so how does he know how to utilize that technology?
It's not necessarily that technology that he knows how to utilize.
It's definitely electricity that he keeps using.
Well,
Because remember, it's the whole thing, nature versus technology. That's one of the main overarching themes, at least visually, with this show.
well, I mean, he probably understands a little bit about some technology, but he's not going to understand anything about like where the human realm is now, is he?
But
So maybe he understands that.
yeah. All right. So, what was your interpretation of Luce's story?
Luce's story?
Like, do you think she knew Bellis was Witterbane the entire time?
God no! Look at her face.
I know,
She's
because
so tunnel vision. She wouldn't have thought. She might have had an inkling that
the thing is,
this guy seems familiar, but I don't think she understood.
that's what
it
you
was him.
think. I think it's a case of she knows it but doesn't want to admit it, because even though she's admitted
Oh,
Philip
right,
Witterbane was
yeah.
a bad person, she still looked up to him, and she doesn't want to, consider the fact that she helped Bellows.
Somewhere
She's
subconsciously she knew.
Well, yeah, because it's the whole thing when Ida asks, and who exactly is Bellows? The face she pulls, and then at the very end,
Yeah.
when,
no, I see what you
Bellows
mean.
just like, please use my human name, and, well, please use my actual name, and just like, Luce basically just like, I don't wanna.
There may have been an inkling that she's pushed aside because she's like, I don't want to have been that because it's the only the human she's ever known of in the human.
It's not
the
that, but it's
demon
also the
realm.
fact that she actively helped him.
Yeah, exactly. She feels bad.
Because she's
Oh,
like,
God.
none of this was possible without her now.
But then this speaks to her character as well because you can see that she doesn't consider how propaganda works. She doesn't fully understand it.
You are immune to propaganda, but you don't understand it.
That's another part of her character. She's like, if I've helped somebody who's bad, then what does that mean about me? Does that mean I'm a bad person? It's like, well, you didn't know at the time, did you? You're just trying to help people.
You were tricked.
But sometimes sometimes her wanting to help people is like not misplaced, but like she doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
She doesn't know how to understand when people are trying to manipulate her. That also is why she doesn't understand how propaganda works.
So, Rain, because it's so obviously Rain.
It's Rain.
It's gotta be
It's
Rain. The glasses was
And the
like
flowers.
the glasses were just like, oh, that's probably Rain, and then
I
the
know
flower
how
was
to
just like, oh, it
distract
can't be
the
anyone
owl.
else. Just like from a secret admirer. I
I know
wonder
how
who
to
it could
distract
be.
the owl bird tune. The one line I do love is like Luce being like, "That's bananas," and Hunter being like, "I don't know what that is, and I don't care."
I love like
Never had a banana.
I love like the cold
Bananas are
open.
good.
I thought the episode was going to be very funny at first, with like this real like subversive take on like, oh, we're going into Emperor Belsa's mind. It's going to be so dramatic, but then it's just like,
Drama all the way through.
this is pretty crazy. Let me tell you how we got into this situation. And, like the Emperor's New Groove style, just like stopping the scene to like rewind it.
Yeah.
Just like mess with the. But then it actually starts going. And this might be the creepiest episode of the entire show.
I think so, yeah.
Just the whole time you think that, you know, it's the inner Belos is crying and then just distorts into this just deranged laughter.
Yeah, that was quite creepy.
And also the whole thing about...
The Palismans.
Yeah, that's because every single one... That's the reason he's like that.
The Palisman.
Yeah, it was literally because of how he has been destroying the Palisman to, you know... unnaturally extend his lifespan.
Yeah. There's a clump.
And yes, so it's just this monster in his subconscious of just like the amalgamation of all these lost souls.
That's a good word.
Yeah. And now the whole thing is like, they're gone.
I like the redirection.
Because like the whole thing is like Belos have been trying to trap them.
Yeah. Well, I like the redirection there of like that being the creepiest looking monster and then being like, we're gonna run away from it, then actually... Oh no, it's not.
Yeah, no, that. Oh god, oh.
The reveal that is just a load of palace.
And I think that even though what Belos said to Collector, oh by the way, the Collector's finally been introduced. I mean, I'll just say it's just like I know a lot of things.
Well done.
I know a lot of things that are happening. All right.
I have big pride.
Yes, so it's like I've seen images of the Collector. I knew Hunter was a Grimwalker. All that stuff.
I didn't know that.
I know you didn't. That's why I haven't said anything.
You didn't know.
Yes. Oh hey, you don't know again.
I do know now.
Yeah, I know, but I know how
Didn't
season
know.
2 ends because it's physically impossible to avoid spoilers because Twitter is broken.
Aww.
But at the same time, even though I know those things are going to happen, it says a lot how good the show is that, you know, I'm just like, wait, is this
Still
it?
getting surprised.
Yeah, well, I wasn't even surprised. I'm just like, the sense of dread. Because like the second, like I knew they were in Belos's mind and Hunter was there, and I'm just like, oh no. You might have heard me just when like they started like going into Belos's inner like, actual mind,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh
They ripped through the wallpaper.
no. Because I knew what was coming and I knew it was going to be completely devastating.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm happy Hunter's not dead. That's nice.
Oh, I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
He's gonna take some time.
I mean, even though I knew he was going to be fine.
The fact that he's instantly rejecting it all as well, but then he's obviously panicking. But you know, at least Rain's outside.
Can we give props to Ida? Just like collecting another kid into a little like group.
I like that moment when
know.
they collapse on the floor and they're like, "Don't crowd them."
Yeah, I know. I love the moment where Hunter literally starts freaking out and Ida just like reaches out a hand.
Yeah.
And ooh, what a powerful moment.
That's
what a
like-
powerful visual.
Even though he didn't feel like he could take the hand at the
Yeah.
time, he will have still that will have still meant something of like.
Well, yeah.
Safe here.
Well, I think it's going to be a thing he's going to have. He's going to take the hand eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, it might even be in the next one. Who knows? Because like we've got to, you know, we can't just leave him out there.
No, they're not going to leave him out there. I think he ran out in a panic, but he'll be back in.
Oh yeah. But I mean,
He won't be gone.
Because
The next episode, he's going to be there, I think.
Well, there's nowhere for him to go.
Exactly. The next one's called Edge of the World. Maybe that's Happy Fields.
Oh, because it's... Oh, just... It's... If I feel conflicted, because at this point in the season, it's like Belos is taking, like, you know, hit after hit. So it's like, you know, because, you know, when we started season 2B,
Yeah.
it was feeling like it was all like, you know, it was pointless, it was hopeless, everything was futile, because we ended on that...
Do you just wake up that way in the mornings?
Well, no, just because we thought Rain had been mind controlled, which, you know,
Yeah.
we no longer had our, like, eyes on the inside, basically. We got more into, like, the Coven Heads, we saw just how powerful they are, how they've got their own, like, things going on, and, you know... and it just felt, it was so big. But then the past
That's
few...
the conflict part of the
Yeah,
storyline.
no. But the past few episodes, just like, oh wait, Rain wasn't mind controlled, and then now Hunter's deflecting. So Bellows has lost two of his the most important
But
piece
think
of his
about
plan.
it, he's lost 2 parts of the plan, but he's got everybody else who's been following his propaganda for decades.
Yeah, but it's like the small hits are still they're still hits.
Well, yeah, true.
It's like
but,
there's still small victories we're gaining right
Yeah.
now.
But then he can basically turn everybody against them, even more so than they already are. You can see it as well. That person in the shop decided to join a coven because they've been turned against wild magic because they've finally given in to the propaganda.
Oh,
That's going to
God.
keep happening. Belle's going to be like, oh, these people are doing it. These people are standing in the way of Day of Unity. They don't want it. So that'll turn more people against them. So it's going to be quite dangerous.
Going off like the coven branding thing, that flashback.
Yeah.
Well, the memory of like basically the first time Bellows brands people with that.
He kills them,
Basically,
basically.
but it's also the fact that they don't get anything out of it. There's nothing for them because it's not like modern day where like they get to at least choose
Yeah.
what system they get to be forced into
Well,
for the rest of their lives.
It's
But this
because
time it was just
it wasn't
random
perfected.
branding.
It was part of what Hunter said was correct. Of like he hadn't perfected it yet. But
Then don't do it.
no, that's not okay. Right, we're talking about a fascist here. Just give me a moment.
Just don't be a
Just don't
fascist.
do it. No, but just
It's easy.
no. That's what I'm saying. Like when Hunter said, like, oh, maybe he was just perfecting it. He was correct. He was just perfecting it. But the problem was that he didn't care that he killed them in the process.
But Golden Guard did, and I think we're going to learn a lot more about the older Golden Guard.
The first.
Because so far we've only had like one hint, and it was in Any Spot in the Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, if Hunter deflects, I've got a feeling Darius has been around to see a lot of this. Like,
Yeah.
the Grimwalkers coming and going, all that.
Yeah.
Do you think there is a chance of Darius, like, switching sides for Hunter?
Possibly. C'est possible.
Could happen.
Bit of French.
Could happen.
Could happen. Well, you never know.
Is there anything else we're forgetting with this episode?
I don't think there was a lot to it. It's mostly just those 3 characters, really. And then
Yeah. I mean, I did love just like, how tense the whole thing was. Not even just... Because usually we get some levity with like, the B plot, that kind of thing. Because like in Understanding Willow, we had, King and Ida like feuding over who gets to be Gus's interviewee.
Yeah.
But this time, the Ida and King subplot was about them just trying to save Luce.
Yeah.
But it was a case of it's incredibly difficult now because Ida doesn't have magic, and the reality of the situation really just hit them.
Yeah. Yeah. This episode was plot only. Yeah, I reckon that the next episode's probably going to be like a lot of Hunter, maybe.
Well, I don't know because it might
There's
be a
going to be
case
a bit of Hunter.
I think they're going to be looking for him, but I don't think he's going to be the focus.
I doubt
I think
they're
that's just going to be
looking-
something that goes on in the
See,
background.
I don't think they're going to be looking for him. I think maybe there's going to be a bit of rain. Maybe when there's clouds in the sky.
Yeah.
But then I don't think they're going to be looking for Hunter at all. I think, well, no, Bellows is going to be looking for him anyway. But like, I don't think the Owl House is going to be looking for him. I think they'll get him back pretty much immediately because he's not got anywhere else to go. So they're going to be like, just
I absolutely think Luce.
come in.
No, Luce being Luce is gonna go after him. At least try to.
I think, well, she might try, but then I think Ida might be like, whoa, kid. Because you saw how Ida dealt with the last situation. So she's probably going to be the one to go after him anyway.
Yeah.
It is her house. So. She's the one to adopt him, so
Yeah.
she'll probably go after him and stop Luce from having another wanted poster. Oh, you see how, like,
We got a wanted
she spends-
poster moment.
like, Ida spends most of her time just letting Luce kind of like explore and discover things for herself. But then in the moments where she's like, "You're gonna have a really bad water poster moment this time if I let you loose."
I love like when she's trying to get Luce's cape repaired and say, I've got a kid here with cold shoulders and a neck for getting into trouble.
Yeah, exactly. But in this situation, I don't think she'll let Luce go off on her own to find Hunter.
Oh no, I don't. I think it would be a case of the entire house, like the household would go. He's obviously incredibly scared. He doesn't know what's going to happen next because his entire life has just been pulled out right from under him, or he has just been pulled into it and then climbed out.
Yeah, and he's just found out that he's not. Is a Grimwalker. I mean, that's quite a revelation for anybody.
Well, you find out you're basically
Imagine
a zombie.
you wake up one day and somebody tells you you're a Grimwalker. You'd be like, "Oh my god!"
Oh my god! You were saying zombies coming into this episode,
and there is one.
That's going to be like the worst case of accidental foreshadowing we have ever done.
Yeah, I hate when I accidentally foreshadow something.
I know, so do I.
Happens so often. No.
Is that all we have to say on this episode?
I think so.
Because we've been talking for an hour.
Yeah. Most of that was just the bit before.
Alright. If you happen to be new around here, that still doesn't feel right, feel free to subscribe and comment down below as it helps me out a whole lot. Also, liking the video wouldn't hurt either.
No, but it might hurt Hunter.
I was so close to tears during that episode. I bet if I was watching it by myself, I would have actually
And now
cried.
you're close to tears because you're laughing at how funny I am.
No, I'm cringing. That's why. And as always, a huge, massive thank you to the wonderful, beautiful souls Charles Dugan, The Wacky Deli, Jason S, ELS Art, Torai Matson, Resplendent Nova, and Red Mustache Alien, and Olive's Reviews and Shows for supporting me over on Patreon. I almost forgot it then, but we're doing it in one take. One too many ands, but we're doing it in one take. That's fine.
You get an and. You get an and.
If you want to support the future of this channel and me as a creator, you can do so by heading over and becoming a member of my Patreon, which will be linked in the description and comments down below.
I always think of pirates when you say Patreon. Patreon. It's got a lot of the same letters, that's probably...
But of course, it's entirely optional, and I greatly appreciate every single person who watches and enjoys my content. Thanks so much for watching, folks, and we'll see you real soon.
See you next time.